After election, all the bone gone. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it. Doggy sock. In little track behind God's back, see them reaching, hear them preaching. We quite aware of problems here. Have hope, deliverance near. We go clean your dirty drain. We go build a water main. Life will be so happy if you only vote for we again. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone. After election, all the bone done. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it. Doggy sock. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to those of you locked on. Good afternoon to those of you on work. If you're still on work, good afternoon to those who are in their vehicles and heading home from work. Good afternoon to those of you in the maxis and taxis and buses and PH cars. Good afternoon to those of you locked on at home. And good afternoon to those of you locked on all across the world on the World Wide Web via Facebook on the Street 919 FM Facebook app, Facebook page, and on YouTube via Iwer TV. And good afternoon to those of you locked on the Street 919 FM app that you can download in the App Store or the Google Play Store on iPhone, iOS, and on Android. And you can get us anywhere and anytime. Welcome to the Future of Talk, the #1 afternoon talk show in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm your host, Heavy Duty, and my co-host TC. He should be here with us in the 5 o'clock hour. Yeah, he's going to be here with us in the 5 o'clock hour. Right, welcome to the Future of Talk, the #1 afternoon talk show in Trinidad and Tobago. And it's very interesting what's going on in the country today. Before I get into topic, I would like to thank the people that support this show. And when I want to say the people that support this show, a lot of people who listens every day and supports this show have the opportunity to meet some people today that really love the show and congratulated me and TC, right, for doing this show every day, and the went into what this show has done for them and the importance of this show being on air on this radio station every evening, and how they listen religiously to get the facts and get the information, and how they were brainwashed and they were believers of the propaganda and the lies. and how we have opened their eyes to see differently. And they understand what they need to do. And they understand what is happening to us. Because all the evidence is in front of them. All the evidence is right there in front of them. They could see it. They could smell it. They could taste it. They live in it. Everything that we say here, they understand and they live in it. They even tell us how they were living before 2015 and how they're living now and how drastic it has become. They explain to us how hard it is to live now under this PNM government and what this PNM government have done to their lives, their businesses, their homes, their families, their children. They give us testimonies. They say that there's one to call, but they're afraid of being victimized because of where they work. They say, heavy TC, we just want to call. We just want to send voice notes. But we're afraid someone make out our voice and go and tell our bosses or go and tell our supervisors or managers to victimize us and might probably send us home or probably they're going to lose their job. They explain to us how they lost their homes, their vehicles. Bank take back the car because they can't afford to pay the installments. They can't afford to pay the mortgage no more because they're still working on 2013 salary and the cost of living has gone up 100%. And the 4% that the government gave them couldn't do nothing but pay bills, backed up bills, backed up loans. Some of them even want to leave the country and go elsewhere to start over because of the horrible living conditions. They're just barely holding on. They explain to me, Heavy and TC, if all they only know, some of them they can see the tears boiling up in their eyes when they're talking. They say, if all they only know what this government has done to our country. Some of them say they're afraid because of the crime situation to even start to open a little business. They're afraid to go out when the night come. They're afraid to even walk out in the yard. They lock up the house. A man say before he drive in the gate, he just make the block 3 times around the street. Drive up, drive down to make sure nobody following him before he drive in the gate. And before he come out the car, he making sure the gate lock and nobody run in. And he lock up his car door in the driveway, waiting for the gate to lock up. Then press gate. And before he reach home, he call his wife and tell she let go the dog in the yard to make sure at least when he drive in, the dog and them let go, they can run out if anything happen. That's how people live in this country. In a country where you can go out any hour in the night, stay out till 2, 3 in the morning and reach back home safe. In a country where people used to be all after 11, 12 in the night, sit down around the savannah, liming, relaxing. They're going all over. You can take a drive and go up Maracas Beach and bathe in the night. I ain't afraid to get robbed. In a country where everybody is love. When a man see you get a flat tire on the highway, he put on a side to see if you need help. Not now. If you get a flat tire in the night, you are the one to put on the side of the road. You're riding on that tire till the tire mash up. If you don't have a spare, you're afraid to even come out to change your tire. That's the kind of country you're living in. If you get a flat, you're rolling on that tire till it mash up. Or you're parking up right there and calling the police and waiting the police come before you come out your car. Or you call these people and then you call them the people who come pick you up with the record, the wrecking service thing. If you have that with your insurance. You're not moving till they come. Wee hours of the morning. If somebody pull up to ask if you need help, you might feel this bandit coming to rob you. That's the kind of country we live in now. Because of this wicked, evil PNM government. People are scared. People are frustrated. People are tired. People are sick of what is going on in this country. They're sick to the stomach. They want to vomit. And now here you have all this bacchanal going on. A set of shortcut. A set of loopholes. Acting like it's a dictator. Like use the next Maduro. Or use the next Adolf Hitler. Or use some kind of dictator here. Use the king of Trinidad. You could just do what you want. You could appoint who you want. You don't have to follow no law. You don't have to follow no constitution. You don't have to follow nothing. You could just do what you want. And that is how they have this constitution in Trinidad and Tobago. Where politicians and prime ministers can do as they please. But you know what's this sad thing when I heard these people talk to me, Auntie C and I today? You know what's sad? You know the main thing? You know the main thing that people asking we? The main question. The people who was giving us their testimony. You know the main question they asked us today? And I telling you, these people, we talk to normal people, you know. They're not UNC people, not like that. Talking about people who just fed up. You know what they tell us? They said they just want to know how people could still say them as PNM and calling the radio station to defend the PNM. They're asking us how these people could still call and try to defend and try to say Dr. Rowley is doing the right thing. These people talking to us and in oil, and they want to know how heavy. How come these people still saying great is the PNM? What happened? They're not living here? That's what they're asking me, you know. They're asking TC and I. Them, a man say, heavy, I don't see, after all what's going on in the country, after the last 10 years under this PNM government, that people will go in the right sound mind and go back and vote for PNM. You see, I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see how somebody could do that. They had to be crazy in the mind. And I'm not talking to an Indian, I'm talking to black people like myself, you know. Like me and TC, you know. Talking to we today. It's not like this, we wasn't talking like no UNC talk or nothing like that. They're talking normal talk. They say heavy and TC. How these people What happened? They're not seeing what's going on. They're not seeing all the evidence before them. They're seeing the own prime minister disrespecting them by doing what he's doing. He threw the whole PNM constitution in the dustbin. Ain't hold no convention. Ain't hold no internal election. Push that aside, throw it in the dustbin. And then turn around to resign and appoint who he wants as the prime minister of the country. And they're saying that good, no problem. They have no problem with that. They're good with that. And they are asking me, they are questioning if these people that supporting this are of sound body and mind. They are asking me if these people are real. They are asking me if these people are Trinidadians or Trinbagonians. They are asking me if these people come out of St. Anne's, or if they went to school in St. Anne's, or if them is mad people. And me and TC said the same thing. We don't know. Because we and all want to know the same thing. When will it be enough? When will you say that they see this? Nah, this is the straw that break the camel's back. Enough is enough. I'm not supporting them again. I'm fed up now. When? You tell me. When? What do I do again? What does these people have to do again to you for you to say, nah, boy, nah, I'm fed up now. I can't take it no more. How much licks you go take? How much more murders you want? How much more high cost settlement? How much more licks you want by Trinidad and Tobago? Now what you think about it, you know? Think about all that was done for the past 10 years. And then ask yourself this question. If any other political party was in power for 10 years and did all these things to you, would you have taken it? And my answer to that question is no. But you had to ask yourself that. Would you have taken all that has happening to this country right now if it was any other political party in power? You wouldn't have. You would have never taken it. So you know what that means? Guess what that means? It means that only the PNM could do all these atrocities and oppression and tyranny to you. Then you have to ask yourself, who you really worshiping? God or the PNM? That's my tutorial. The numbers to call 342-0081-466-5391. That's 342-0081-466-5391. We opening the lines. It's time for you to call in and vent. Say what's on your mind. Right? I have some videos to play. We're going to play those videos.
Future of Talk with TC and Heavy Duty on the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Right, the lines are open. on 3420081 and 4665391. Let's use on the phone lines. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon, Evie. Good afternoon, TC.
Good afternoon. What's up, KFC?
What? I did give thanks to life. Evie, I was out for 2 days. I was taking the public transport.
You're taking the public transport?
But the stuff for me for 2 days. I see they sent early today. I collected on time, 2 o'clock. Because I took up a daughter from school now. So I run out, I catch it. But they hear me talk yesterday on the radio. What?
I don't know.
But Evie, I had to make him back on the corporation with a property tax. Corporation have been getting money.
You see us?
Yeah, no, it's on the 4 o'clock with the Kokia station, the P&M station.
The corporation again no money?
Yeah, they say they get no money. 4 months no money really, and talk about the property tax for better roads, better drainage, and this and that.
They collect the property tax.
Yeah.
And they give the corporation no money.
They collect the property tax and then give the corporation them no money.
So how they pick up the garbage and clean the canal and clean the drains and things? How they want to do that? I thought the property tax was to do that. Eh?
All that, but I had a complaint in the corporation because the corporation complained and said they get the money going in about 4 months now.
Obviously.
Right now, I back along Balance House right now, boy. Look, past 5, it's back along there.
I heard they're keeping an emergency. I heard the council is keeping an emergency meeting in Balance House this evening. Thank you very much. I now see that on the media. I now see that in the media there. 342008146653191. Let me see what I just read. Just now. Not here. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Very good afternoon, bro.
Good afternoon, my brother. What's up?
Not bad, bro. I thought the PM said that this would be a seamless transition. What happened? Something went wrong? He didn't anticipate? Couldn't predict? Maybe have a good evening.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. So what I heard in several cabinet members confirm that the PNM has a central executive committee meeting at 5:30 p.m. today, and serious matters will be discussed. Yep. Let me see who's on the line. Good afternoon, caller. That caller left. Good afternoon, caller.
Hi, good evening. Same thing the caller was saying before, how they were saying in the news that the PNM 12 people or 11 people vote for Stuart Young, but then I was hearing this morning in the radio that they didn't sign anything. Camille Robinson Regis is trying to strong arm them to get that signature to give him the position.
Yes. I was waiting until TC come to talk about that. So
yeah, I heard that this morning.
Yeah. Basically, right, some of the MPs are not signing for Stuart Young to become the new prime minister. Right? They need 21 signatures, right? And Camille Robinson Regis was the one tasked with getting these all MPs to sign that document, to put the signature so that they could send it to the president, so the president could swear in the new prime minister, which is Stuart Young. But unfortunately, a lot of MPs are not signing. Right?
Because remember this year could be an election, so they can't afford to do that because that will put this 1% in charge of the country, so they could get all the contracts and do whatever they want now. So then what will happen to us? We vote for 1% till we dead now?
Well, then we just hope they have some testicular fortitude and stand up.
Thank you. I'm hoping that is really true. I really hoping for that.
I hoping for that too. Thank you very much, darling.
Okay, all right, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. Yeah. I am hoping. Caller.
Every within around us here.
What's up?
You ever gone? If the UNC was in power for the last 10 years gone here, right?
Uh-huh.
And they did the exact same thing the PNM do for the last 10 years here.
Yeah.
Would the PNM supporters accept what UNC did? Or did I run them out of office?
But that fact, they would not make 10 years.
But tell you about PNM destroyed this country for the last 10 years. They can't do nothing good and nothing there working. Don't choosing a PNM, they can't get right. Imagine that.
Yep.
It's bacchanal. Alright, we go talk later.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes. Caller.
Blessed evening, every. All the best of the new year to you and yours.
Nobody fan
And
that,
call in
boy.
a minute.
What's up, my brother?
Yeah,
Good
right.
afternoon to you and Happy New Year to you too and the family.
Yes, brother. Thank you, blessings. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Every, I know there's venting our hope, right? I want to change the topic, but I need to bring forth something
Go ahead.
to the population that happened to me today.
Yeah.
Today I was coming, you know, when I come over the flyover from Port of Spain Heavy, right?
Yeah.
You can either go up the highway or you can come around by Citrus Growers Day. Right? You know, the way by the traffic light, they cross the bus, so they come on the main road, right?
Right.
Nice. Today I go in there, I was going to be highway to do something, and I changed my mind. I said, well, I'm going to go today and go over to do something, right? Pick up a car.
Mm-hmm.
While I waited by the traffic light, I saw a Toyota Corolla. The Toyota Corolla made a U-turn. By like if you go in the tunnel, make a U-turn to go back up the main road. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So when you understand what I'm saying? Nice.
Yeah. They go
So I behind the
they
Corolla.
into Port of Spain and they make a U-turn and go
Right,
back
and
up. Yeah.
Right, nice. So you understand what I'm going now. So
Yeah.
I want you to understand what I'm saying, eh?
Yeah.
So I end up behind, the light end up changing, so I end up behind the Corolla. We all know riders by success school there is dangerous ground.
Right.
The Corolla trying to block me. So I used to get horrors now because I'm a female partner in the vehicle, right?
Right.
So I trying to dance the cat and move to try to get away. When I look, is police in an unmarked vehicle jumping out, running, heavy coming. Gun drawn heavy.
Yeah.
Gun drawn. None of the officers have on police issued uniform other than the bulletproof vest. If you could imagine the fright my partner had in the car and me.
Yeah.
Potian. Why not on the glass? She keep reminding me the car is a state of emergency. Do not say anything because if I'm frightened and I'm upset, eh?
Yeah.
Lo and behold, come on the car, put it in the trunk. When they found out that I'm a businessman and realized the female in the car, the conversation changed. Because I explained to them, all you want me to stop right in this vicinity here with a vehicle that don't have police mark up on it.
Yeah.
So one of the officers realized, boy, what you saying, boy, straight to them.
Yeah.
So they allow me to go. The reason why I brought that thing attention heavy on the public is because look what law-abiding citizens going through in this country under the name of state of emergency.
Yeah.
I hope you understand that level of fight.
Yeah, boy. I understand.
Especially for the female heavy.
Yeah, and you know these times here, never know, no.
But all she reminded me is a state of emergency. It's a state of emergency. Every after the fight, I get real mad. You know the surgical?
Huh.
After all that embarrassment, out in the road, the block the whole road every a car can't pass.
Right.
And in surgical, you know. So let's bring that to your attention because it bother me in all different levels.
Wow.
So I let the public know. We are looking for unmarked vehicles like pull in front of you, but then know what you have to do, either stop or drive off. It's up to you. Enjoy the evening.
Then they're making it easier for criminals to get the targets too because
Come on,
they're the only one unmarked vehicles. Criminals can do the same. Remember, you don't know that it's not police.
Attention. Heavy and little bit I almost drive off is because I jump out.
Yeah.
And nearly drive off. And you remember earlier o'clock, Heavy, I was asking you that question. Heavy, what to do? Stop or don't stop?
Correct. Correct.
So we need to highlight this because it can end different. If it was me and Alex Man in the Caribbean.
Yeah. And you still stop. Next year, you know, was real riflemen come.
Oh, I hope you understand that.
Yeah.
So, let me keep this one alive too.
All
Enjoy
right.
the evening.
All right,
Thanks for
brother.
the call.
Yeah, man. No problem, man. Thanks a lot. So, there's a video I want to play. Right? But I'm going to take 2 calls. I'm going to take 3 calls again. Caller.
Yeah, Heavy.
Get
I
off.
want to know if your young going to swear in Maduro tomorrow. Is your man always in Venezuela?
Oh God. He probably going and witness this swearing in. I call out. Yes. I must see some voice so to play here too. Let's see if I can squeeze in her voice so otherwise. All right.
Heavy good afternoon, PDP. So what's on?
Yes, on PDP. I'm gonna take this call. Good afternoon, caller.
Afternoon, Heavy.
Yeah, what's up?
Heavy, life is a funny thing, you know. What Dr. How you did today? You know you open the door for Kamala to become prime minister.
Correct.
All it takes is one member to remember this fella and treat me good. And say, nah, that'll be 2020, you know. All it takes is one, you know. All it takes, and if 2020, they have a quite a snap election, you know, because nobody commanding majority.
Not only that, listen to me, caller. Kamala right now commands the majority because she have 19.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
Listen.
But they're going to try to hold a special meeting and try to let the members realize that because they don't get back in. But if only one holder say, no, you ain't handle me good, man. Like your MP up the road up there. If your MP only holder, I say, no. Pressure for him. Pressure. That would be 2020. That's 2. 21-19. Because only 40 available, you know.
Yeah.
So he opened the door. That number is what you going to do there. The camera get in. And if that happened, they will never forgive him. You see how there's against Mr. Manning? They got 10 times more venom for him because he played himself too much. He gallery too much. He do Mr. Manning's more wickedness. A lot of people forget, you know. Having this man undermining Mr. Manning, you know.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, I know that.
To get you work here, no. After you undermine Mr. Manning, he carried fake emails of Kamala to get Kamala work. Now he gain up the work. But you really wanted. You do people wickedness twice to get the work. And now you're talking about you something all about that, but I say, like how funny was swinging back, you know. That thing what you going to do there, take care, he open the door to put the same people back inside who you say you was against, you know. All right. I'm watching on.
Thank you very much. I'm going to play the voice. So I finally want to come up and talk where I wanted to talk this evening, you know. But I play my video, you know. I'm going to play these 2 voices and then I'll play my video.
To say that, well, I listening one today that very praising of Rowley because I realize that they see Rowley as a God. Yeah, I realize that. Praising him for great job well done and for stabilizing the economy, and he did a good job in running the country. Well, we had a murder total of 600 and something last year, right? Plus, the stabilized economy was stabilized for who? Right? Because we have a shortage of forex, right? A set of nonsense going on in the economy. People can't get jobs and all kind of stabilize it for who? High cost of living, that 4%, that does bother me right through, boy. To see that he telling me that them can't afford to pay us more than 4% and you find it fit to give yourself a hefty raise, right? Before you leave office. Boy, Mr. Rowley, here's a dog, boy, a bottom feeder, African bottom liquor, a house slave you are, boy. Got how you treat the people and them, boy. And then you talking about black and black. You understand? But here's a dirty, nasty, stinking dog, Mr. Rowley. Look at how you treat the people that train around to be what you do. That thing with that 4% cannot be second up to now. You understand? Why that car circulate? Why daily paid and monthly paid car get adjust due? And you get adjust due? Yeah? And all that about great is the PLM group. What the man offer before he leave office? And what is his legacy? His legacy is Kamla Kamla. What is his legacy? Kamla is his legacy. And when you like to call and talk, I said that nonsense, all of foolish fool. I never know trainer done so stupid and a boy. All I sit down there and fight up with all of the and boy. Locked on and listening.
Afternoon caller.
Yeah, turn it on, heavy.
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yes, sir. Hello?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Reporter. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, no.
You go ahead and talk.
Yeah, man. And I want to say good afternoon to the listeners and this frequency and to the two last callers. One song like a Tobago. Now, Harry, I have a senior citizen in my car right now. You know I walking. I tell you, I said, but you feel like a stone now. You know, out of Dallas, house when he lost. Yeah, I know about it. Looking so. It's looking so. Now, I want to say this. No, Dr. Rowley, something really went wrong with him because it's a clear indication that either he tried to destroy the PLM, but I want the voters and the people of Trinidad and Tobago to hear this. Now, you all have a way to be talking amongst all yourself and in the community. Man, they tell me so. Man, they tell me so. Well, I go and tell all them right now. Right? All they listen to me, man. Listen to me right now. You see the training Stuart Young get from Dr. Rowley? It is 10 times worse than what Mr. Manning see and know about Dr. Rowley and his close friends. Dr. Rowley, you're not going to get an easy ride here. We will rock your political boat. Your political boat will be shaken up so much here you will never believe Trinidadian. So is everybody talking? Everybody talking. I was watching on my YouTube there, some station called WAC. And heavy you feel all you have fanatic here. It has some fanatic calling there and the kind of defense them putting up with Stuart Young. A woman in turn and say Stuart Young went all about it, Dr. Rowley, so he learned all the ropes in Petrotrin and every. I say, but what is wrong with these people and them? And I want to tell you, all the bacchanal summing up to zero. And when I say zero, I mean zero. All I want the people to do is give the opposition a proper majority so we could follow the money. We want to follow the money because the Auditor General still ain't get her part clear yet. Fitzgerald Hines Ministry still have paperwork to bring in for all these set of sideline contracts that was given out without any procurement. I wonder if the PNM people know these are the things we're moving the PNM for. We're not moving the PNM because we don't like Dr. Rowley and Stuart Young alone, you know. It's the mismanagement and the squanderment of the patrimony of Trinidad and Tobago. I make space for other callers. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. Good afternoon, caller.
Hello, good afternoon, TC Heavy. Long time I ain't called. To see all what I heard over the radio today on another station is all what you said already about that vote in 11-9, and I heard that a political analyst, political scientist or whatever, he said that right now 11 votes for Stuart Young, 9 votes against. So Camilla have the majority.
Yes.
So she will be the president. But the station now trying to cause her back on her. They say now how Pandey's daughter tell Camilla she want to come in the party and Camilla tell she no. And how the UNC belongs to Basil Pandey. The UNC belongs to Basil Pandey. Yes, he for me. It's not
they're trying to sidetrack the conversation. That's what they're doing. They're trying to move the conversation off of the PNM and the bacchanal that's going on there to put it on Kamla and Michaela Pandey. It has nothing to do with that.
But all the couture right now is in the PNM. All the couture right now is in the PNM. Right now, they're like a headless chicken. You understand? Yes. But if the ministers and them do the right thing, but Kamala don't really want us to desire to be no prime minister now the way they want to keep it. She, you know, she could win it. You understand? She could win it. She a bunk fight right now. She could win it the proper way. You understand? But God not sleeping. You understand? God not sleeping. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. Now, before we go, caller, hang up the phone now. All right. Before we go, I want to play a video. I need to play this video because I want to talk about this right after I play this video. So those of you locked on the YouTube and on the Facebook, go up, share the live, and I want you guys to take a listen to this from my good friend Philip Alexander. Take a listen to this.
Section 76A of the Constitution outlines how a Prime Minister is appointed in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. That the person who is the leader of the party that commands the greatest majority of support among the members in the House shall be elected Prime Minister and invited to form a government. Section 76B deals with and says where there is no clear leader of that party, which is the case now with the PNM, where support for Stuart Young and Penelope Beckles has divided the PNM along the lines 11 members support Stuart Young and 9 members support Penelope Beckles. 19 members support Kamala Persad-Bissessar. And according to Section 76B of the Constitution, the President of the Republic is supposed to call on Kamala Persad-Bissessar today to become the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and to form a government. The outgoing Prime Minister, Keith Rowley, has, I believe, 7 days in which to accept that reality or to dissolve the Parliament. But that's where we at. We're not interested in PNM business this morning. I don't care who like who and who don't like who. Madam President, poll the Parliament and decide which member commands the support of the greatest number of members of the House and call that person to form a government. Right now, the person who commands the support of the greatest number of members of the House of Representatives is Kamala Persad-Bissessar. Madam President, call on Kamala Persad-Bissessar to form a government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
And what Philip Alexander said in that video is the correct thing. Because quite frankly, right now, Dr. Keith Rowley has opened the doorway for this to happen. One, you came out and said you are going to resign and you no longer want to be Prime Minister. 2, you form a caucus and tell everybody that Stuart Young was elected and selected by the same caucus, which is the 21 MPs, right, to be the next Prime Minister via votes. 3, lo and behold, when asked if anybody else wanted to be the Prime Minister, you said Penelope Beckles had put in her put in her nomination, and in the caucus, 9 people vote for her and 11 people vote for Stuart Young, and you didn't vote. Okay? It means to say, out of 41 members of Parliament, based on the Constitution, this is what I was telling Tabakit yesterday, only 11 support Stuart Young, 9 supporting Ms. Penelope Beckles, right? But all of forgetting that the UN still, UNC still have 19 members of parliament in that same house. So right now, Kamala really commands the majority. Now we are hearing in the media today, in the article on the newspapers and on CNC3, that they are getting problems to get the signature of some of the members of parliament to sign on to make Stuart Young the prime minister. If that is so, it means that Stuart Young does not command the majority of members of parliament. It also means that it is now up for grabs. So the president must reach out to the person who have the most amount of members of parliament with them, or controlling the most amount of members of parliament, and they are the one who have to now become prime minister, because the PNM is divided. And you cannot leave the country hanging up in limbo until whoever make up their mind to sign. I don't understand the mess we're in right now. But we all know that president that we have there, she read all over. That's all I want to say. Read. She read till she dead. And I don't think she will follow protocol. I just saying this in my opinion. I'm not sure. I want to know if she will find it, and I'm asking, Miss Honorable President, will you do what you swore to do by upholding the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago and doing just protocol and do what's supposed to do that is written in the Constitution, and reach out to the honorable member of parliament that has the most support and MP supporting and backing her in the parliament right now to be the next prime minister? That is the question. And I want all little call man tell me for the thing the president go do that. But you're going for a break. So I'm going to play a voice note. Some voice note to play. I will play 2 voice note. And then we'll go to the top of the hour, and then we'll come back with your phone calls. Because what Mr. Alexander said there was...
Heavy, good evening. So Rowley mash up Trinidad and Tobago, and the end it off, he mash up the PNM party too. Heavy, another thing too, I don't know if all you realize this. You know, Biden recognized the opposition as the president of Venezuela, not Maduro. And tomorrow is Maduro swearing in. And also Biden imposing stricter sanctions on Venezuela. And when Trump come in, more sanctions, stricter sanctions going to impose. People take note of that. That could affect Trinidad and Tobago very bad.
Good afternoon to you, Heavy, and good afternoon to you, listeners. Heavy, I have some questions for Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley, seeing that you're planning on leaving, is it that you're going to leave while we are under a state of emergency, or are you going to wait until you declare the state of emergency is no more? What are some of the results that the government hopes to get out of the state of emergency in terms of what are they looking to see, and then to remove the state of emergency from on the country? Right, so that is one question I have.
Sorry, my line was down. Sorry about that. We're going to come back with the break. After the break.
Business owners, are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM. Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes, the Event Space. The Event Space. The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in the Street 919 FM.
Oh God, call on the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us, O God. Oh God, as we pray, oh
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795-222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
the light of your
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna, for the program Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Resources exporting around the world, yes. But I still see poverty as a plague in my country. It's only we who can make things right, yes. We still have oil, pitch and plenty gas, and poor people are here catching their ass. So we go stand up, cost of living too high. Stand up, we small money can buy. Stand up for your rights. Oh, government, come on and make things right. We gonna stand up, standard of living too low. Stand up, we living under 0-0. Stand up for your rights. Come on and stand up. Government come and government go, yes. They keep playing us for fools. Simpler things like the road and the glass in schools. 1.5 people, 60 billion yearly for budget, yes. Somebody do the maths for me. How the hell we could have so much poverty? Stand Stand up. Put your to run we appears. Stand up. Look how you have we in tears. Stand up. For your rights. Oh, government, come on and make things right. Stand up. If you can manage well, then go. Stand up. Sentenced to low, low, low. Stand up. For your rights. Come on and stand up. Na, 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 na. Make country in pain. They have no shame. Some politicians, yes, they come knocking on your door, begging you to vote once more. From house to house, they roam throughout Trinbago, yes, with all kind of fancy talk, and them people still there walking the talk. Stand up. Our promises are comfort to a fool. So many years we've been used as tool. Stand up for your rights. Oh, government, come on and make things right. You overstand the bucket full, now they're ready to go. Why some beg sweat, blood and borrow? Stand up for your rights. Come on and stand up.
So that's Kaiso. Yes, and that calypso is called Stand Up by the man they call the Yellows. Yes, I have to get him a little play here on this radio station. It's a very good song, right? So, Philip Alexander said, Madam President, as Kamala Persad commands 19 members to Stuart Young's 11 and Penelope Becker's 9, Kamala now commands the support of the majority of the House. Section 76B of the Constitution is clear. Madam President, appoint Kamala Persad as Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. This is by Philip Edward Alexander, political leader of the Progressive Empowerment Party. Right. Before I go to the phone lines and take any calls, I have to read this article. The article says on The Guardian, PNM MPs refuse to sign PM endorsement letter. Stuart is in limbo. And the article is by Jesse Ramdio, senior reporter. Days after Stuart Young was chosen as Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley's successor at a parliament retreat in Tobago, he is now in limbo, as several MPs who were in that caucus are said to now be refusing to endorse him, and a document indicating he will have majority support in the House of Representatives when Rowley eventually steps down. Cabinet sources have told Guardian Media that the leader of the government business, Camille Robinson-Regis, started canvassing MPs yesterday to get their signatures for the document, which will be forwarded to the president eventually. But sources said as Robinson-Regis began attempting to physically obtain signatures of the MPs who participated in the recent vote, she met with some hurdles. Guardian Media was reliably informed that at least 9 MPs have initially declined to register their signatures. This, as a fallout has developed among MPs over the manner in which the voting process went down and why it was necessary so soon in the first place. Young, Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West MP, edged out Arima MP Penelope Becker's 11-9 for the position after a secret ballot at the Tobago plantations on Monday. According to Chapter 5 of the Constitution that deals with the appointments of ministers, where there is an occasion for the appointment of a prime minister, the president shall appoint a prime minister, a member of the House of Representatives, who is the leader in that house of the party which commands the support of the majority of members of that house. It is therefore critical that Young receive the majority's backings from as many MPs when the time comes for him to be installed as the next Prime Minister. The lack of signatures on the endorsement letter could now throw a wrench in the leadership transition, which Rowley assured would be smooth. On the issue of why there is no contention after Young won the straw vote on Monday, sources said MPs were initially under the impression that Rowley was going to step away from both prime ministership and the party leadership position sooner rather than later. As such, they were under the impression that Young would have been in an interim prime ministerial position pending a convention to select a political leader. However, after the vote, the caucus realized that Dr. Rowley was not going to resign as political leader anytime soon and would stay on in that position until the convention, which is scheduled for September. Sources said that they were also unhappy that some MPs were coerced into going into a particular way during the voting process with the promise of senior government position if the party were returning to government. Guardian Media attempted to reach out to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and Robinson Regis on their alleged concerns, but there was no response up to the press time. Wow. And I have another article to read. No, not here. Oh, yes. This article is article in the... What is this thing doing here, boy? All right. Here's our next article. Is AZP News, Business Caribbean, Main Stories, TNT News. Right. Can Kamala be PM now? By Prior Bihari. Opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar has the support of the majority of elected MPs and could therefore become the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. This is according to the political leader of the Progressive Empowerment Party, Philip Edward Alexander, in a statement on Thursday. He said, Madam President, as Kamala Persad-Bissessar commands 19 members compared to Stuart Young 11 and Penelope Becker's 9, Kamala now commands the support of the majority of the House. Section 76B of the Constitution is clear. Madam President, appoint Kamala Persad-Bissessar as Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Section 5 of the Constitution says where there is occasion of the appointment of a Prime Minister, the President shall appoint as Prime Minister a member of the House of Representatives who is the leader in that House of the party which commands the most support of the majority of members of that House. Right, I think I read that article already. One more article to read. One more thing I have to read here. Right, there's an article. 1% greed has broken the PNM. Batish Primus added, 2 things happened. 1, the Prime Minister has gotten the parliamentary arm to agree with him that Stuart Young become the next Prime Minister, but there is the issue of political leader of the PNM, and if it is the Prime Minister, but there is an issue with the political leader of the PNM, and if it is that the Prime Minister as political leader of the party will not be leading the PNM into the general election, he has a responsibility to step down and to allow the party to proceed forthwith to engage in the party's constitutional process, to elect a new political leader to take the PNM into the general election, because there must be a political leader. The PNM has to be led into the election, and you could hear certain voices in the society asking the PNM who is your leader. And therefore, this is an unholy, unappreciated, unprecedented situation, and we must do the proper thing. Yes. So, there you have it. There you have it. I'll just play 2 voices so there quickly, and then I'll go into the phone lines.
Good afternoon, Heavy, TC, and to everybody out there. In 2013, at the PNM internal elections, when Penelope Beckles and Louis Leasing and all of them were going up, Bo Sharma and all of them, and Dr. Rowley opened up the constitution of the PNM so that non-paying members would vote for him. Louis Leasing wrote an article in the Express to Hell in a Handbasket. And it was, I think, a part 3 series. And in it, he said, if Dr. Rowley can change the constitution of the PNM to facilitate his friends, what will he do to the constitution if he becomes prime minister? The rest is history. We have seen what Dr. Rowley has done to the constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. We saw it with the meritless, which is just one example, and we are seeing it now with what he is doing with the office of the Prime Minister. If PNMites always hiding what it is going on, but this time they can't hide. It hit the fan, and they have to duck now. And one of the people that bringing out all the business is a diehard PNMite, news source, Rhoda Barrett. Thanks a lot, guys.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to everybody that is locked on. Good afternoon to Heavy.
Yep.
All right, I am here. Heavy, something going on that we know about, you know. Something unraveling down by Balize House this afternoon.
Yeah. There's a special...
the country do not know about. Don't tell me where you hear any media. You see where you hear any media there? Right?
This is a special convention.
Heavy. Everything that's happening special right now, having some sort of repercussion.
Right.
They had this special
caucus
which was really a weekend of rest and reflect.
Yeah.
After that special weekend, the Prime Minister is no longer interested in being the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and he automatically, right, said that 11, well, he didn't say 11 people, but he said that the majority voted for Stuart Young. Right? Heavy, something is taking place by Balize House. If you see by Balize House right now, you know something is right.
Right, people?
It's only the big and the bigs had head in there.
Wow. This is several cabinet members confirmed to me that the PNM has a Central Executive Committee meeting at 5:30 today.
You feel that's really happening?
And serious matters will be discussed.
How all of a sudden they having this meeting after this morning we heard on via the news that certain members do not want to sign
they're not signing
this letter that nobody knows about.
No, but the letter supposed to go. That letter to go to the president.
Well, we are sure because they never verify what is the letter about. They just say that this letter is going around to senior members for them to sign. Right?
They're not signing that. It's
Heavy. You laughing.
The Bacchanal and the PNM coming out now.
Yes. It is gone are the since the PNM said everything is changing, gone are the days that they can hide up all their nastiness.
Yeah.
You understand?
All the dirty linen coming out in the public.
And it is coming out blunt. Something is happening at Balize. We'll get to know by later.
Yeah, we will get to
Don't
know.
worry.
Somebody
we'll
will give me the 411. Play KFC voice so before we take calls.
Well, I don't take a call already. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
TC and Heavy.
Yes.
Right. 3 to 4 years ago,
after the win the election in 2020 when you're on Ranks Entertainment, you remember the conversation we had?
Yep.
I tell you that PNM is going to destroy this country and Rowley is going to destroy the party.
Mm-hmm. You said
Ghost and Sherman Ranks could testify to that when you had a podcast on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was the first man to call in this evening because I could sit back and relax and say, yes, my crystal ball was right.
Mm-hmm.
Before too long, in the distant future, I ain't wishing nothing on nobody. You might find our minister gone missing, you know.
All right, Tom, man. Don't try to incriminate me. Don't try to incriminate me, please. Thank you.
The views of the caller is not necessarily the views of the radio station.
Thank you very much. All right, Tom,
All right, man. Thanks so much. Caller, good evening. Good afternoon. Welcome. Hi, good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, afternoon. How are you? Good afternoon.
Yes,
So,
good afternoon.
I heard the video that with respect to the Philip Alexander there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think one of the key things that he left out when he was reading from the Constitution, Section 76, right? Section 76B starts by saying where there's occasion for the appointment of a prime minister. So that is the preamble in the context that the president has to interpret. So it's not just that what the president is not just say, okay, well, it's X and Y. The president also has some level of interpretation that is upon the president. So the president could say, hey, you know what, this is that occasion, you know. So the Constitution, and we have to remember who write the Constitution. We have to always remember that.
Yeah.
So there's that wiggle room in the Constitution that says, right, where the occasion, and then as far as I'm aware, Dr. Keith Rowley did not resign as Prime Minister. Right? He signaled his intention to leave. Right? But he didn't submit his resignation to the office of the President. So which means he's still the Prime Minister. So the President, now I'm saying that the President can interpret that this is not an occasion where we need to now go to 76B and look at who commands the majority, etc. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Another interesting thing in the Constitution that people probably don't realize, which was written, I have to remember who write this Constitution, and it was written by a certain way. It says the leader that commands the party. It doesn't say parties, So it never was meant for coalition. That means that any party, and you know, you can read between the lines what I said, any party,
Mm-hmm.
and as a smaller majority,
Yeah.
right? Smaller majority, let's say out of 41, you could still have 12 seats stuck, let's say, I don't know, the East-West corridor, I just said, and you could still be the Prime Minister of that, of the government, because that party has the majority of support with respect to parties in the House. So, so, I hear what people are saying with respect to, you know, there's a need now for the president to go on a point because there seems to be, but remember now, that caucus would have taken place outside of the parliament, and you have to remember that it's not within the parliamentary.
Yeah.
It's not a license material. So now it can lead to that. If in a few days' time we see in the public domain that look, there's a split, then the president can and should, if they ask me, recognize that there's an occasion for the appointment of a prime minister.
Yeah.
Then we'll see. And then we can now say, hey, let's see really and truly, as you say, what color this president, Excellency has got.
Yeah.
God bless you. See, I want to ask that question, Lisa. What TCA stands for? Stopcats? I know, I remember from the days.
That's why I laugh because I know it was. That's why I laugh. I know it was going right there.
You're a big dog, sir. I got to call you TC and BD. You understand? I got dog on that one.
Yeah, man. Love and respect. Love and respect.
Love and respect.
All right, brother.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon to Brother Heavy and Brother Cecil.
Good Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Tabakit here.
Yes, Tabakit, you go ahead.
I ain't too much a big hot mood today, but I'll still make a little contribution. Now, Heavy said something there, and I think he onto something. He is correct. What is happening right now at Badije House, if I were to peep in the PNM Constitution, Central Executive is meeting. And after Central Executive meet this afternoon, Saturday they will take it to the party. And this is where they will make a determination from there. Now, the media wouldn't get any information this evening until after what happened on Saturday. Then we would hear what would have come out from Central Executive. And this is how I think their constitution framed. So all we will get there is the Central Executive is meeting this afternoon, and then they will take it to the General Council on Saturday. And after the General Council decide on Saturday, then the citizen will know where we go from here with the PNM. Let me just repeat it, please. So what you have Central Executive meeting right now, and after that, they will take what happened in Central Executive to the General Council. Stay tuned for Saturday evening. General Council will now come out and tell us if the party go left, if it go right, if Stuart Young get through, or if Penny get through. So we will have to wait till Saturday when the executive come to the General, take it to the General Council on Saturday. So we will just be wishing, we'll be hoping, but we get nothing till Saturday. I thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, Heavy. Good afternoon, TC. You see Carmen Robinson, that bald, evil, wicked woman just like Rowley, trying to force the ministers, them evil, wicked people. All of them evil and wicked and heartless. Christine Kangaroo, you call it out, jump on the bush. Make honorable Kamala Glass just said the next government of Trinidad and Tobago. We're not spreading this evil gospel in the home. Fire upon this evil, wicked at SPNM, brother.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. TC and your co-host, Mr. Heavy.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My analysis of the whole thing is that what is happening at Balize House this afternoon is the members seeking to get control of the process. They are seeking to get control, get back control of the process. What happened in Tobago with that caucus was a sort of plenary. And what it meant is that they didn't want to go to the house. If Rowley had resigned and then go to the house, and he wasn't sure, he wasn't certain that the members in the parliament would have supported Stuart Young. So what happened is that in Tobago, they had this vote, and after the vote, you have to lock it down now. You have to ensure now that when they go to parliament, when I resign, you go to support Stuart Young. So you have to sign that document. We don't know what in the document. But that was the way in trying to bound those people, or make them committed, have them committed to voting for Stuart Young. And what is happening now at Balize House is that the membership, those people, what is the General Council and Central, all these different, they are seeking to get back or regain control of the party and the process, whereby they can in fact select somebody in case he resigns, because he hasn't resigned thus far. He has only indicated that he's going to resign. And so that is the whole thing about it. He's trying to ensure that when they get to parliament, where the parliament is going to decide who is going to be the prime minister, that they vote for Stuart Young. And that is the whole thing about, that is why you have that caucus there, And after the caucus, you have them, Camille Regis Robinson, allegedly running around the place with paper for them to sign. We don't know what heavens know what is in that document, but it's to bound them to support Stuart Young. So I'm not going to into all these details, but I'm on the periphery. I'm saying that is what is happening now. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your call.
Well, boy, TC and Heavy, calling the troops, calling the troops. Balize house has fallen. Balize house has fallen.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hey, good afternoon to you, TC. Good afternoon, Heavy, and good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Good afternoon.
Imagine, first Rowley know that the PNM that we know was the PNM from the past, not the Rowley PNM, not the ones not the sheep and them who they just stay quiet and follow, but the real PNM. You see what take place there? Rowley know what he did, what he tried to do there, right? He would have had PNM people. You're so peaceful down by the PNM houses right now when a meeting going on. The real PNM people would have been out there in the hundreds. You know why? Because they know to themselves, right, that this would have never happened in Manning time, even in Eric Williams times. But Keith Christopher Rowley do this, and before he do this, he said that it had 5 murders in Chumacak, Laventille, and he started a state of emergency. When we had murders upon murders in 9 years, and all how the opposition telling him, put a state of emergency in place, bring a kind of a level of control to the country. He said no, but because he know what he going to do, he put a state of emergency out and had Stuart Young in charge of putting that out to the people to keep the people quiet. You talking about technique to the highest level. That state of emergency is not to make the citizens safe. It's not to make, the people who was dying feel better. That state of emergency was to make sure that they are protected with the nonsense going on in the country today. That the people go stay in the house and keep quiet, especially them PNM. Where Aruka? Aruka, when UNC wasn't calling the internal election, you was calling this program 3 and 4 times. Aruka, we want to hear from you. What's going on with the PNM today, Aruka? You know everything about the PNM. You understand? This is where Baby Bataria and the one who get the old man the phone to call to tell we about PNM is the greatest thing. Where all you? I don't want to hear UNC callers, I want to hear PNM callers who have their tail between the leg and frightened to talk. Or they're frightened to talk, like how Impulse say, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Or they're frightened to talk because the PNM party decide to take is Penelope Beckles, who's supposed to be taking that rightfully for the people's choice. Imagine Rowley decide that the people have no say, and he had all the power in this party that he stole from Patrick Manning after he went Lekito, because he live in Mason or close to Lekito. Or they're sick. If the Obia in the Rukukutung, how they're quiet. Everyone TCI gone.
Thank you so much.
All right, Brooklyn.
Ah, boy. I'll play this short voice note here because we have the Royal Castle Road Match Jam coming your way. All right, so let me play this and then we'll take it to the Royal Castle Road Match Jam.
Good afternoon, TC and Heavy. So it seems that everything is just falling all around Rowley and Stuart Young right now. Right? The Trinidad is in shambles, the government in shambles, country in shambles, and now we're on the verge of war next door in Venezuela. Maduro has arrested Maria Machado, and they have called on the White House to step in immediately. So let's see how things unfold next door as well.
Not going to unfold on next door. Next door will handle their business. Our hands are full to capacity in Trinidad here.
Right now,
All
to study next door. We
That-
can't study, we go to next door. You say we can't study, we go to America.
Yeah.
You can't study them thing right now.
We feel the pain, but we have our own
Yes.
burden to bear right now. And right about now, we're going to take you to our road march jam, all courtesy our friends out there at Royal Castle, our culture, our taste, all right? Road march jam on 919
Road
FM.
March is being brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Little boy, how we looking? What? One done. Little boy. How we looking there now?
Hold on the mic.
I hope you'll find someone else. Oh, I hope you'll find someone else. I'm not the one. To love you like I do. I hope me to love you true. Oh, to love you like I do. Wow, I tell you all what I get in is mépris. Oui bon Dieu papa zo, oui bon Dieu papa zo. Oh, I tell you all what I get in is mépris. Oui bon Dieu papa zo, oui bon Dieu papa zo. What? Every day is stress. Yeah, I cannot take it, baby. Next, Lord God. Wow, every day is stress. Yeah, I cannot take it, baby. Next. I hope you'll find someone better than me. Oh, I hope you'll find someone else. Oh, to love you like I do. I hope so. Oh, to love you like I do. My belly big, like a cushion. I never hungry. I don't worry. You make a story on my belly because it's big. Because it's big. I tell you, big belly season. Big belly season. Big belly season. I tell you, big belly season. Big belly season. Big belly season. I eating. I hope you'll find someone else. Oh, I hope you'll find someone else. Oh, to love you like I do. Oh, to love you like I do. Baby, your friend and them not sleeping in your bed. So tell me why you have them talking in your head. Baby, your friend and them not sleeping in your bed with you. Baby, I don't do nothing on your head. I hear them going yum 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 yum. Shut up all your mouth. All you can take my woman from me. Go and check your own. Hey, don't break up my home. Boom. I hope you'll find someone else. Just like this boy. Oh, I hope you'll find someone else. Like my brother. Oh, to love you like I do. Like my grandfather back in 1999. Oh, to love you like I do. Back when don't give me a sleep. Oh, no. That is it. That is it. That is it. Whoa.
That Road March was brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
TC and Heavy, good evening. TC and Heavy, what taking place right now down by the Balize House is to bring back a kind of peace within the PNM. Damage control, so to speak. Because you feel like listening to news and listening talk shows, listening your talk show too, and listening to news in the night, people are disenchanted of what is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago, especially at a time like this where SOE and all kind of thing going on. People are disenchanted, people are confused. So what Dr. Rowley is trying to do now is to do damage control. What happened in Tobago was nonsense. If you have people like Jennifer Primus coming out and talking, and other people, former PNM people coming out and telling you, listen, that what happened in Tobago was ridiculous, right? It was ridiculous. So with the bacchanal that taking place here now, what Rowley is trying to do now is to bring some kind of calm, some kind of peace. But he tried a shot in Tobago and it did not work. So your MPs now standing up now and paying down the foot and saying on that over how I said over my dead body, that's not happening because it's not right. This is what is going on. This is what Rowley knows is taking place now, and he's trying to bring a sort of calm back and try to have some smooth process as the case may be. That is what's taking place. Yeah, Heavy and TC.
Papa Laps. Papa Lapa.
Papa Laps.
What Balize house has fallen?
Yeah, but heat right now is heat in the Balize.
No, is he writing? Is he writing?
Yeah.
You hear people calling the radio and say, yes, they're fanatics and them.
Yeah, they ain't no right from
wrong. They're
wrong.
no right from wrong.
They ain't no right
I
from
said that dunce.
Look at partner. Let me hear what your partner
Oh, God. Let me hear. I want to hear what you say.
Yes, so good afternoon to you, Heavy and TC. Now, I listening garbage talk. Because first of all, that caller from the United States, Brooklyn, or whatever let's call him, is not the Prime Minister that sanctioned any state of emergency. Right? Let me read the facts for you here. A statement bearing the President's seal explain the implementation of the SOE is based on the advice of the TT Police Service to the National Security Council. Let me read it for you again. It is on the advice of the TT Police Service to the National Security Council, which is headed by the Prime Minister in response to spiraling crime levels, which have been deemed
if it
a
is
public
Prime
health
Minister, then who sanctioned it?
emergency.
Then who sanctioned it? Then who have the last say?
So the Prime Minister has the power to trigger the SOE, but the police is the one that advised it because they wanted to move in and do whatever, because they is the one that had to do the job.
And the
they have to go after the
final
criminals.
say on
whether to sanction
whether to look the facts here. So I just don't come out and just talk just so. I listen to all the garbage. Thank you.
Baby Bataya, if the police...
You contradict your own self.
Yeah, you contradict your own self, Baby Bataya. Listen to this. If the police have a case, they just take it to the DPP, and the DPP have the final say on if to lay charges or not. If the DPP say, nah, all they don't have enough thing there to lay charges, it is the same thing with the...
The head of the Security Council is the Prime Minister. So it's the Prime Minister who sanctioned the SOE.
Gosh, he's so slow.
He sat up saying it's not the Prime Minister. He wants to tell Brooklyn it's not the Prime Minister sanctioned the SOE, and he read the article.
And then says
the Prime Minister that sanctioned. Baby Bataria.
Baby Bataria. You
no, don't do me that.
So stupid.
Yes, you claim to be educated, man.
Yeah, what to do? Listen to your own voice note. Listen to your own voice note that you just sent, and it will explain everything to you. Wow, that very sad though.
I tell all there's something wrong with our young boy. He moved up with bad parts. But he used to play football with his head when he was young boy. That fella I know not what he does be talking about. Something wrong with he.
Something wrong with him and serious. He didn't listen to his way you were saying or you're just talking. Nah, man. You must understand what you was reading. You didn't understand what you was reading? Hey, I want to say good afternoon to the Tobago family locked on. You understand? Tobago locked on. And I want to say big up to TC and Heavy Duty.
Yes, man, Tobago.
Doggy look a bone. They love the tune. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hi, TC and Mary.
Hi, good afternoon.
I used to teach baby Bata in school. You know, I had a hard time with him, you know. and up to now, he learned nothing.
He learned nothing?
Nothing.
Way. Lord Father.
Forgive him.
All right, man. He wants to say he used to teach baby Bata in school. And it was very difficult. I could see why. I can see why.
Yeah, heavy. You don't realize what's going on, you know. It's a whole conspiracy in time for this general election. And same thing happened in the last election with the COVID pandemic, the state of emergency, the curfew, all those things. It's coming back again this year. It can't be so incidental that elections this year, all of a sudden have a state of emergency, which I am 100% going to keep straight on to the election. Plus, this virus is coming out in China. I don't see the government going on jump on that bandwagon now. And mark my words, in the next month or two, you're going to hear we have 1 case, 2 cases, and the cases going on, right? Is that period as well. Same thing going to happen.
Thanks so much, Voice Nota. Good afternoon, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, TC, and good afternoon to you, Heavy.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. TC and Heavy, big bacchanal in Balize House. Big bacchanal. The same 5 of them telling them Franco Mente, we will cross the floor and go with the UNC. Right now in Balize House, it have big negotiation promising them. But you go to be the minister of this and you go be the minister that nobody will interfere with you. Nobody will interfere with you, nobody will harass you. What type of administration we have in this country? What kind of negotiation is that all taking place with taxpayers' money? You know, that minister was balling the other day and falling down. They say that minister going from MP to MP to sign off a paper. And everybody say, no, we are signing that paper, tall, like that back of that paper. If they want to sign off for community center and health center in all community, but they bring in that paper to sign off. But I'm telling you, 5 of them going across with the UNC because Dr. Rowley stubborn, he's sticking with Stuart Young. All out there telling them, no. He's sticking with Stuart Young. I don't know what kind of relationship is that. I really don't know what kind of relationship is that. TC and Heavy,
yes,
you know the LSA. I don't know what kind of relationship is that. But the minister, opposition, the minister in the Ministry of Finance, the minister in the Ministry of the Attorney General, the minister in the Ministry of the Prime Minister, all these positions here, you know what kind of relationship that is. You know the LSA. Anyway, let me not change the program. You know the LSA. They say 60,000 squatters in Trinidad and Tobago.
They do what?
You know right now they want the power to 60,000 squatters in Trinidad and Tobago. The LSA headed by the government, by the PNM government. You know they want the authority to move out. Them 60,000 squatters.
Wow.
I want to tell them people and them, when the PNM government move all here, go to Tobago by the sheep farm and go and live by the sheep farm. That way all you have to go. Citizens can't live over here again. Remember, it's the UNC will all give all the that comfort. Thank you.
Thank you, caller.
Caller, good evening, welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon again, teacher. And Trinidad, must say, Trinidad and Tobago, only just clearly understand the level of PNM education. And it's people like Baby Bataria that Rowley had, they support him in the parliament, that have the country in the condition it is today. Baby Bataria said on this radio station that he went through college, he went through everything, he have all the certificate, and he settled for some little small work that he barely even trained anyway. And he's still saying great as the PNM. to call and talk about somebody who in America who not in Trinidad, which I fully Trinidadian, because if I live here for 100 years, you see this Trinidad accent, I'm not like somebody who just call the radio station on the morning program and they fully Yankee talking. I Trinidadian to my heart and my soul. So when I talk, I don't talk by guests. I don't call the radio station to lie or to talk nonsense talk. Everything going on in the country today, from the SOE and everything that was hustled down,
Yeah.
it's Keith Christopher Rowley plan. It's all planned by Keith Christopher Rowley. If all you can see that yet, something wrong with all you. And it have people in the PNM know that enough is enough, and this is the reason for what taking place today. Because there's some people, after this woman burned up in the fire, that all they're telling me, but we must have pity for. Or they forget that already. Or they sick PNM people forget that. To see how Rowley dealing with all this today, to put Stuart Young as leader over a black woman who toil in the party, who the people want.
Yeah.
Eh? And
Yeah.
they like black people. The woman is a woman that the people say they want. Stuart Young just coming in PNM 2015. Nobody don't know who Stuart Young. Eh? Stuart Young was Minister of National Security, where he's part of the reason why the country in disaster in. And after he couldn't do it, Rowley bring friends, more failure to the people. And you, baby Bataria, don't call the radio and call Brooklyn again. Because you don't have enough sense to even be sending voice note to this program. Go on Pastor Google and them or Sharon program in the morning. I gone.
Caller, good evening, welcome.
Hey, TC and Evie, I just want to make a request and I want to ask a question, right? I don't know if I look at play Brigo song, Bacchanal in the country. And Heavy it have any double palm in Tobago?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Tobago people don't deal up with the palm.
No, because I was trying to wonder whether that caucus meeting held. Anyhow, I go on, fellas. I just wanted to I go on.
Thank you very much.
So where you going with that?
So what?
You always
sit down
coming.
Bacchanal?
You always coming left, right, back, push. Caller, good evening, welcome.
Pleasant good afternoon, TC and Evie and the listening audience.
Baby Aruka. Baby Aruka, why are you not keeping internal election?
No, well, everything will take its course.
So just now, so when the UNC wasn't keeping internal election, they had a problem with it?
It wasn't a problem, it's just how it developed, you know what I mean?
How it developed? How did it develop? They didn't do it, and every day all they used to talk and call and talk about that. Now the PNM is not doing it and just choose a leader and all they're not talking about that.
But I tell you what.
Yeah.
In every household in Trinidad and Tobago, I could safely say, and not only Trinidad and Tobago, but you know what I mean, all over the globe, there is teeth and tongue will meet in the house. Sometimes you and your brother in the household, they will have certain things, but you know after that, what does take place?
All understand that now. When that happening in the UNC, all doesn't understand it.
No, it doesn't happen in the UNC, but it's just that right now, it seems to be still, you know, it yet to have, you know, a situation where, you know, it could come out and everybody could really freely make the decision. However, in this situation here with what's going on here right now, I honestly believe that everything will work out in due time.
Well, what is the situation in the PNM right now? What is the situation in the PNM?
No, well, basically it's decision making. Everybody, the right people, they have to make, you know, make the decisions. You know, everybody has to come to the right thing have to be done then. All right, let me put it that way.
So the writing wasn't done?
The process was there. It was in the process.
I know I ask you.
Was the writing
you're
done?
saying the writing have to be done. Was it so you're indicating somehow that the writing was not done?
Well, if you want to call it that. Right?
Baby Aruka, you ever dealt in politics? Were you ever a politician?
No, sir, I've never been a politician, but I've been
Try
around.
it. Try it. Because
You will make a very good
you just
politician.
dance all over the place. You don't
You will
answer
make a
nothing.
very good politician.
Well, listen, I just like you all, I learn a lot, and I must say from this station, I've learned a lot. And
from this program, not this station, from this program.
You can only learn on this program. Everything else, everything before this program is propaganda.
Yeah. Anyhow, you can call us back in the final hour. Like, I really like to hear what you did call for. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Call us back in the final hour, man. Later.
Business owners, are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle. From the first restaurant in 1968, when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air, they just couldn't resist. And like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste, and I love it too. The kids can't resist it either. Plus, they have more to enjoy. For me, the castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you, and is the real flavor of TNT.
Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes the Event Space. The Event Space. The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
We are back on the inside.
Yep.
The phone lines have been ringing throughout the break. Hi, good afternoon, welcome. Good
Well,
evening.
TC, I am Baby Iwer, and I just want to apologize for all the nonsense he does be calling and talking. He does be doing them same thing home. I just want to say sorry, guys.
That baby what?
Baby Ria aunt. She called to apologize for all the nonsense he does be talking. She said he does be doing the same thing home. Oh gosh, these callers. All his winners are telling him.
He so want to answer.
Yeah, he so want to answer.
We want to bring facts.
Baby Baritaria is a new year. Don't do with that one so early in the year now. Just don't do with that one. We don't have to deal with our palace school from Dr. Rowley. But oh God, Baritaria, no. Put down your phone. Call me in the middle of the year and hit me that one. But it's too early in the year to handle your Baritaria. No. Too early in the year. Too early.
I wonder if bacteria go call now and tell we have a man inside Balize house and we know what we're not, but we have a man all over the place. I wonder if we have a man inside it.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. In the morning, 5:20 or 5:15, it have a man. He does have a man early in the morning, not these hours.
Not these hours.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Mr. Okay, I just wanted to clear up some part of your conversation that none of the political scientists and analysts are giving the facts. The facts, as we know it, are that there is no trigger for anything that you are talking about. No trigger. There must be a trigger for the president to use her discretion. The president, he or she cannot just walk in on a situation and say, I am going to select a prime minister. What is the trigger? The PNM controls the House, the majority in the House so far. In 1981, when the Williams died intestate, the trigger was that you have a prime minister who is no longer here, and we have to select a prime minister. That's the trigger. In the 1818 scenario, the House was deadlocked. 1818. That's the trigger. What is the trigger here?
The trigger is Dr. Rowley come and announce he was resigning.
Is that voice note?
Is that voice note?
Question
You send a voice note?
in the House. Unless and until members of the PNM have gone to the president and say they no longer have confidence in the prime minister. Dr. Rowley.
Can you come and just say baby Barataria?
They present her with that notification, as that is the trigger for her to make a decision as to who holds the majority there. So that talk of Kabbalah could be that does not exist, because there is no trigger for the president to act. She cannot act without a trigger. If she could have, then there is no need for an election, because the president can just say, look, forget the election, I make you prime minister.
That no in the constitution.
Him or her prime minister.
That trigger thing there,
we
no
don't have
in the
an executive president. The prime minister selects who the president is, and not vice versa. But the real point I want to make that the so-called political analysts and attorneys are not making is that the elections and boundaries under the Representation of the Persons Act, Chapter 201, Section 71(1) of the Constitution, gives the election and boundaries supervisory control over all elections. They are the ones who issue writ of elections. They are the ones who, after the elections are finish, they give you a preliminary result and then a final result, and they issue a certificate as to who won the election. And in their records on nomination day, they would know all the parties and who their leaders are. It is not a question as the president does not know. She cannot go on her own whim and fancy. She has to take the directions of the Elections and Boundaries Commission under the Representation of the Persons Act. They know they will issue a certificate saying that Party X have won the election.
But how you reach
and,
there? Nobody talk about that.
Whatever.
You call it that boy, so you call it a stroke.
Second deadline. And from that information, the president asks as to who is the prime minister that she can appoint. Thank you, gentlemen.
Aruka have not answered the question. Aruka have not answered the question. What's the problem with the internal election with the PNM? After he was calling or he was sitting here and tearing down the UNC for not when they didn't keep their internal elections.
Yeah.
All right? He didn't answer the question here.
No.
He sent a 4-minute voice note to try to talk dotishness. Let's hear from Trinidad, because I know Trinidad is going to fix it for us. Hi, good evening, welcome.
Good evening, sorry to disturb you again. I am not going, I don't know what your previous caller, Mr. Ruka, is where he's going with that. The issue at hand is this election on, in fact, that attempt to foist Stuart Young into the role of Prime Minister. What I'm saying, given what appear to be shenanigans and manipulation, maneuvering within the party itself by a particular actor, I am saying that the country as a whole, and take it seriously, what portends for the future in terms of a general election. And people have to be mindful, because people have been talking about the fair, free, and what you call credible elections. And that is what people are yearning for in this country, and some people are very worried about future elections as to whether it will be fair. And given what is happening, because just how you run your party is how you run your government, and we see it. They've been running the country in a particular way, and they have now inflicted that on their own party. And we have to be mindful, we have to be careful in terms of how the election is conducted, and we need foreign observers in this country. Make no bones of it. You need that, we need that, not just CARICOM. As far as I'm seeing CARICOM, as a matter of fact, I don't think that they reach the standard in terms of monitoring election in this country. You need the Carter Center here. You need the European people to come down here to monitor this election. The case is made out. The case has been made out by what is taking place in the PNM today. Make no bones about it. And sometime, I think I spoke about that sometime on another station, and people never took it seriously. I am saying that the time has come, and who win the election, you have to remove, because we don't know what is going on in the future. And therefore we know what has happened over the past 10 years. And we need to remove the appeal court as the final court for determining electoral disputes. We need to put it in the Privy Council. We saw what happened in Guyana, where in fact the very set there's a whole truckload, a bandload of them here from the PNM went down to Guyana to support Ranger. And it was the Carter Center and some of those CARICOM, mostly, and other people, and after this fellow who died, former Prime Minister of Guyana, who actually ensured that the thing was resolved, and resolved by the Caribbean Court of Justice, because the Guyanese Court of Appeal, they and the High Court, they in fact ruled in favor of Granger. They had what people saw was a sort of bias. So I'm saying that we have to be careful here. We saw what happened in the election in 2020, I think, or 2015, when the order was given here by we went to the court, and what happened? What happened? So people have to be careful, people have to be vigilant, people have to be alert, and people must ensure, you have a responsibility to ensure that election in this country is conducted in a fair, free, and credible manner. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If you look at part, like somebody said, I
see it, plenty years.
No way, you went and do that course for it?
Going back to today?
Okay, my partner again.
Oh God. Baby, I tell you, and take that phone from me, please. He's sending more text.
I'm gonna play the man's message. Okay.
Right, so
right.
Let me see if I could break it down for you a little better. Well, let me spoon feed all you.
Yeah, spoon feed.
Right. The Prime Minister didn't get up one morning and say, I went and call a state of emergency.
But that's what happened.
See what happening out there? I went and call a state of emergency. It was based on the advice, according to the script there, of the TT police service. They wanted the SOE, right? And they got in contact with the National Security Council,
headed by,
which in turn got in contact with the Prime Minister, who went to the President to have the state of emergency.
You know, you make it sound there.
Invoked.
You make it sound like the
Right?
National Security
I'll break it down clearer for you there.
Headed
Right.
by somebody else. Get in touch with the Prime Minister.
Yeah. You not understand that the Prime Minister is the head of the Security Council.
Yes, all right. Yes.
Baby Bataya, the Prime Minister is the head of the National Security Council.
He said they get in contact with
the National Security Council get in contact with the Prime Minister. Baby Bataya, the National Security Council is the Prime Minister. He's the head.
Heavy. No. The National Security Council met, right, with the Prime Minister, and then he carried his phone in the next room, right, and he sat in the meeting and he called from the phone in the meeting room,
right,
to the phone in the next room, and he ran across and he answered and he said, hello.
And then he ran back across
and he ran back, this is the head of the National Security Council. Oh yes, this is the Prime Minister. I think we should have a running back and forth. I think we should have a state of emergency. What do you think? All right, I'm going to the President. All right, thank you very much. All right, we had a meeting with the police service and they requested that. All right, thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. All right, to the head of the National Security.
He want me to believe that, baby. I tell you, I don't understand. Will you not call and say the same thing as you just now?
Oh, gosh. This boy, something wrong with this boy now.
I'm telling you, boy. The body say juices go to the head, you know. That body say juice worse than punching, you know.
Take the phone from him.
Auntie, take the phone from him.
Yeah, take the phone from him.
Yeah.
Hi, good evening, welcome.
Brothers, good evening, brothers, good evening. These fellas, like my wife just told me, baby, but I like this hear himself on the phone, eh? So let me be careful when only playing his voice notes. This state of emergency, I wanted to have a little talk with you guys, but I know you're always busy talking about a lot of other things. This state of emergency just gives the police, the words I should use, by the same thing that the police doing now under the state of the emergency. This is regular policing that we're supposed to be doing all the time. If I am in charge of the National Security Council or Minister of National Security, I would put it to my police commissioner, listen. We had Attorney General Faris Alwari a few years who was stating that we know all the amount of gangs that they have. We know all the gang members. We know the amount of them. We know where they're living, where they're sleeping in the night. It would be a strategic thing that I have a state of emergency. We would have real intelligence-driven policing taking place, and we're going after these fellas. Because we have all the information, we're going after where they're staying, we're taking out this one, we're bringing him in, we're taking the other one, we're bringing him in. And you go after these guys strategically. So all these guns that the police pretend that they get now, are these the guns that killed the 4 Peterkin children in Arima a few months back? You know, are these guns that they claim to seize, are they connected to any crime? They wouldn't know because they had to go and do a whole set of DNA testing. That would take a while because Trinidad do have the capabilities to do these things. So I think most times they had to send to England or something like that because we don't have that kind of facility here. They're now looking to build that. But the police are supposed to go after these guys in a strategic manner. Is that being done? You have these police officials coming on the television and giving press briefing and whatnot. But what is really coming out of the state of emergency? The state of emergency was just for Rowley them to have this crazy thing that is going on now. Maduro is friends with Rowley and Stuart Young. These guys are being coached by Maduro. Just as a dictatorship kind of thing going on here. The PNM needs to go. We are not concerned with who the PNM puts. We want to put out the PNM in the election. We're waiting for a general election to be called so we could get rid of them. So all these notes that Baby Barter is sending, we don't need a PNM edification on this program. Please, gentlemen, I'm begging. We need Mr. West, we need Kunji, we need Brooklyn. These are the kind of contributions that we need to take us forward. Gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity. Enjoy your evening. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Permit me some good time in your station to respond to Mr. Aruka re-trigger. The trigger here is Dr. Rowley just need to resign and let the president do what she is constitutionally put there to do, and that is to find a replacement. He is correct in stating that here, but in 1981 when Eric Williams died, that yes, Sir Ellis Clark used his discretion, bypass these two deputy political leader of the party, Mahabir and Mohammed, and selected George Chambers because they wanted another mulatto to run the country. And he's correct that in the 1818 tie, A.N.R. Robinson used his discretion and selected a prime minister. But in this scenario, where Dr. Rowley wanted to stage a private school, he overworking himself. He doing work that he getting paid to do. All he need to do is sit down in Whitehall, write a letter, I resign. Then the president can do her work. Right now, the president can't do her work because she wants to stage a pilot school. Secondly, there are avenues within the party to select a leader, and he bypassed those avenues. This can be done both ways, via the party, via convention, or via his resignation. But he bypassed those two avenues and decided to go through a constitutional backdoor, trying to solicit the support of the MPs by using bribes. You understand that? By using bribes every year for campaign season, people just complain that they just put $500 in a jersey to give somebody to vote for them. Right now, I mean, it's like, I want to know if this is an Italian job because the Prime Minister doing the same thing. This is an Italian job. This is another episode of The Godfather. He come like a mafia boss and promising Sicily and Venice for all those who support him in his campaign to put Stuart Young as the next Prime Minister. So, in closing, Mr. Aruka, all the Prime Minister need to do is sit down in his office in Whitehall, resign, and then the trigger will be pulled for the Prime Minister to do she work.
Caller, good evening.
Yes, thanks for taking my call. Very nice program indeed. Very informative, very interactive. I just want to make two little points, right? If you will allow me.
Go ahead.
One is the deceitfulness, the very deceitfulness of PNM supporters. I watched in 2011 where they had a state emergency and they went and locked up some of the same people, the same set of people. And they went to town and said that, oh, Kamala only lock up black people, children, and all kind of things. Look now today. No, this is not a laughing matter.
Yeah.
Look now today. They're looking up to almost the same set of people. It's the same revolving door. And all these people who should call and all this station and call all about and criticize Kamala and say she's racial. She this is black and chicken, she behind black people and all this kind of racial overtone. Look what is happening now. Who they locking up? They're looking up Chinese, they're looking up white people, they're looking up French people. It's the same people. This is disturbed me. The wickedness and the supporters who have win this, what we know. Right, I want to go to the SOE. I have been calling for a state of emergency for about the last, I will say, a year and a half. I have been calling for it to bring back some stability to the country, to the fight against crime. And I am saying that this SOE would not be successful if they just leave it just so running just so. I'm telling you that. The reason why I say that is because the criminals are them. get in there, very way to come out with a gun, to go and kill the little boy there the other night there, where he murdered in the car. They kill the other one somewhere again. So the criminals still have the opportunity to go outside there and kill people. If they want to wait until after Carnival to impose a curfew, I for that. That is just my personal view. Else, this SU will not get this kind of success if they don't have a curfew attached to it. Thank you very much, and you're all doing a marvelous job.
Thank you so much. Thank you, brother.
God bless you.
Man
You.
spoke
volumes.
volume.
Yeah.
You understand? The same people that was locking up.
Yeah. I'm volunteering for a cup.
Lock up 7,000, 9,000, 5,000, 4,000,
The
3,000, 2,000,
The numbers keep
11,000,
changing.
17,000. Right? Is the same thing taking place now?
Correct.
Who getting locked up?
The same people. The same type of people that they say Kamala was locking up.
Okay.
Anything changed?
No.
Okay.
But they ain't talking about it now, though.
They ain't talking about it.
That's the only thing they're not doing. They're not speaking about it.
They're not talking about no, the quiet.
Yeah, the quiet.
Because what? Balizé house has fallen.
Yeah, Balizé house has fallen. Seriously. Hi, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. TC.
Good evening, caller.
I wonder why it is this Prime Minister want to push this to a young down the throat, you know.
Oh.
And I come up, the only thing I see this man, the reason why this man want to push this man down the throat, Stuart Young is very aligned to the 1%. And the Prime Minister looking for someone. A matter of fact, he has been grooming Stuart Young to be the biggest puppet in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yep.
Well, I beg people in this country, if they ain't here to make a mistake and vote out that PNM, is the biggest puppet we get in, you know. When we get Stuart Young, you know, if we get Stuart Young, a matter of fact. Because 1% will totally take over this country. And the next reason why he wants Stuart Young, he believes if he put an Indian as the leader of the PNM, the UNC Indian will gravitate to the PNM. And that will make the PNM stay in power all the time because they'll have most of the Indians and the Africans, they don't have them already. Right? That's why the reason why he doesn't helping Indian people so much, you know, is because he wants them to gravitate to the PNM. Because you already had the African, you hear them talking anyway there? Those supporters who are in this mess, we only them just throw the thing outside there to see how the citizens will react. For example, like that thing with the pension. He threw that out there. But those who have $25,000 and more in the bank will not be able to get pension.
To get a pension.
Yeah, he showed that out there to see how the people react, you know.
And then
when he realized people, they get serious about it, you know what he said? He put it on some public servant and said some public, up to now we can't tell you who's a public servant. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because the people talk about it. That is wickedness this man put me in. And he put in Stuart Young there. That's why you don't want Ms. Beckers there at all. Because she's not aligned to the 1%. Right? So he's looking for a big puppet. People are begging all here. Do not vote for this PNM ever again. As we get next election. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You see, you know why these PNM callers defending this thing with Stuart Young as Prime Minister? It's shame, they shame, you know. Shame, they shame. And the shame so intoxicating and intimidating. They have no other choice but to do that, defend it. Because they never thought that the Prime Minister, the man who they revere so much, the man who they look up to, you understand, would I do them that? Put the country in the hands of the 1%. You know, so it's just shame now what them defending. Nothing more than that. It's not that they're scared or anything. It's shame, they shame.
Baby Barataria, but he's a big dunce, boy. Or why you continue calling this program? This program is not for your intellect, bro. The kind of things you saying is like, I don't know if you don't read and comprehend or if you can't read and trying to comprehend. So stay off the program now. Gosh, but you're making it real, you know, stay now. Because of the stupidness you're talking, bro. You have to be intellect to be on this program. I thought, go and join your uncle who you called last time. I think his grandfather was talking in hullabaloo. And just go and drink with him or something and forget calling this program. That's all that is not for you.
Every partner with us guy. Real,
yesterday.
Good afternoon, Tissi. Good afternoon, Levy. Tissi, we call it crow. We call it crow. We want to reverse that song, boy. When we supporting the UNC, you call me all kind of names. Sing a song for Camille Robertson, Dottie Dread Hines.
Oh, God.
All them evil, wicked PNM crow. We call it out. We're gonna know who is like bottom now.
God. Yeah. I will sit back and wait and see the outcome of this whole situation here.
Well, we'll find out by tomorrow. If it's something taking place today, we'll find out.
I don't understand what the hell Arukasan have a 4-minute voice so
and
talking
call. He will not call.
Crap here for we this evening.
We have a caller though. Hi, good evening, welcome.
Good afternoon, Heavy and TC.
Hey, what's up, Malcolm X?
Trinidad and Tobago to face reality, Stuart Young have plenty secret holding for Rowley. And he cannot afford to put anybody to let out his secret. You understand? And another thing, he never was in favor of Beckles. So he will never have no relationship with Beckles. 2. And number 3, I want to know where is the army in this country not upholding, seeing people uphold the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago, because the army is to protect the people. And right now, the democratic right of our country is under fully attack. All you're waiting for Stuart Young to say just now Trinidad is a part of Venezuela when he and Maduro done dance, which is, we will be tuned going, some, oh God, fly mongoose. All you know is flying mongoose, all you play that tune and let Trinidad and Tobago see the place where he and Maduro and them was dancing and Maduro was playing that for them, fly mongoose. So let me sit down and just talk about this one and that one and don't get up and come out there. Because when all you call for we to come out there, and Heavy and TC, they laugh. They say, look at us, that only 200. They said that. Look at now. Look at what's going on now. The man mash up PNM. And PNM people afraid to himself stay. Which I tell them already. These people in the bottom them, I short TC, I tell you that all by the Whitehall, them fellas is not PNM. It's not PNM, it's the slave master, children and grandchildren. We're controlling this country right now. They try it. They try it with Carl Hutton, Philip with UNR, and they fail. But no, they succeed. That is why Mr. Manning said about Mr. Big, and he had to call an election immediately. All you have a good day and play stupid, boy. I know them ain't calling me more stupid. And as they saying about PNM people. But at that time, partly everybody in the country was PNM. You hear what I'm telling all you? But this is the worst. All you have a good day and just lie down and take everything, and a man beating all in all your back, widening all your mouth and feeding all you and fall. And all you love that man. Free Barnabas, boy. Free Barnabas and give me Christ. All you have a nice day.
Oh God, baby, back to you again, boy. Boy, they had to do a recall on you, and I hope to God that the assembly plan will assemble you. It ain't closed on yet, seriously, boy. You need help.
Caller, good evening, welcome.
Good evening, TC and Heavy.
Good evening.
Good program as always.
Thank you so much.
You know, the more you see the madness going on with the PNM, is the more you really believe what you and what TC and Heavy have been saying. That is, the PNM is doing everything in their power to lose the elections, you know. It seems so. Everything in their power. Not that we want them to win, of course, but it's almost like they're giving it on a platter, you know. Good show. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Heavy, good evening, TC, good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, here we're gonna, I mean the sideline, eh? But you know, Aruka had a segment called First Time Callers. First Time Caller pass our Google now. Have a first time caller segment. And the man say if you see my new people calling the program and listening. But I listen to that program today, but heavy is the same people calling, you know. Same people calling over and over on Pastor Google program. Oh gosh, Pastor, yes, that Pastor is 2025. Oh God, I know paying how all you're dumb, you know. And I was watching inside the cabinet press conference after. Your faces all be like it'll be vex or something. It'll be vex, it'll be there. That's all because there's a vex PNM right now. And you don't ask no question. When you're asking questions, I said that dotish question you're asking. So Pastor Google is 2025. Oh gosh. Make a change now. Make a change. Oh gosh, we have an election this year. Make a change. I beg in your heart. Thank you.
Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Effie. Remember when Dr. Early see fella sat a panty in the office? That was Stuart Young own. Dr. Rowley is a nasty, evil, wicked human being. He and Stuart Young used to tombs. Yeah. Everywhere you see Stuart Young, you see Rowley. Them are two nasty, wicked, evil human beings. Dr. Early putting them no black people there. He hate black people to have passion. Fire upon this evil, wicked atlas PNM boy. TC boy, we can't take them boy. Anyone is first corridor. Fire upon the PNM. Dr. Early, you're too nasty. You're too rude.
Caller, good evening.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good evening.
Great program.
Thank you so much.
I just listened to the last caller of yours, and he said that technically the PNM look like they don't want to win the election. But if we had looked just recently from they say that we have to go to the IMF. So if we go to the IMF, things will get more rough in the country. And anybody who has to go to the IMF, they will be blamed for the rest of their life for that. So, right now, I, as a great member of the PNM, think that the best person is Ms. Beckles. Because in 2010, 2011, when the leadership became vacant, I had campaigned for Ms. Beckles to take over the party from Dr. Rowley because I know she was not going to sell it to the 1%.
Right.
But the real problem is that they want to destroy the Indian business in the Trinidad so they will control everything at this point in time. And as long as they have the grassroots supporters, and even though that Dr. Rowley and them have a big meeting, and if he commands the Women's League of the PNM, that person's Stuart Young going to be the Prime Minister. If he doesn't control the ladies at this point in time, then Ms. Beckles could win. And I know that since that time, because when I asked her, I said, Ms. Beckles, you have the support of the ladies group? She said no. I said, well, then you're not going to win. We know that. The strongest in the PNM is the ladies group. And anything Dr. Rowley tell them, they just take it to heart and nobody says nothing. Even if you speak them, they just follow that. So that's my take. Thank you all. Have a blessed night.
Thank you so much for your contribution. As we tell you all each and every day, right here, that this battle that we chose to take upon ourselves is an uphill battle, is a difficult battle. It's not a battle that anybody could handle. But we decided on our own to take this battle on our own and see what we can do for country. Whether people believe is a UNC thing or a PNM thing or this and why the only come off the PNM back, you can say what you please. We know for a fact that the only way to come off the PNM back is for the PNM to start doing right for country. Right? And then we would have nothing to say. Hi, good evening, caller.
Good afternoon, Brother TC, and to Brother Heavy, and all your listeners and contributors to the program. Brother TC, now you see what you just said there is that this program is to educate and to highlight the flaws in running a country under a government led by the PNM political leader. And it is telling the membership that what they are getting for governance is not governance to your betterment. Now we are seeing that other talk show hosts on this same show, this radio station, right? Talk show hosts on this same radio station and the callers were painting a lovely color of attraction that this Prime Minister, led by Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, is doing such a good job. And you two guys come out every God-made day to show them. That is not good governance. And look today where it breach is a breach of the PNM Constitution wholly and solely. The stalwarts of the PNM, the older heads will tell you, the Constitution of the PNM is just as the Constitution of the Republic. And when a leader could disrespect the membership for 9 years and then insult them to this high level a degree and using a dictatorial method of changing the leader of the party, it will not go down good with the grassroots and the wider membership. The membership is silent by this state of emergency, which last caller who highlighted it. And it's true. So the PNM leader feel they can push anything, any time down the supporters' throat and they will take it. But the supporters, which you were saying all along, they are not standing by in this general election to go forward with India and his taxing and still waiting for local government reform and property tax, inheritance tax, and everything to tax us. And every time they come up with is a glitch. And then you see the kind of finances is missing in this country without accountability. So the people, the membership of the PNM is standing fast and saying enough is enough. So they can paint it with yellow, green, blue, or what color paint. It's still the PNM leadership is flawed, and the membership have the last say. So, brothers and sisters, come to a party which have demonstrated true democratic, true patriot for the people, and stand for the people. The House of the Rising Sun welcome each and every one of all a better day. Good evening. Thank you.
Okay, so 5 minutes ago, the Prime Minister just left Balize House. It was just around 6:30 he left Balize House. You understand? Up to now, you don't know what's going on.
What took place?
Yeah. All you know is the Central Executive Council meeting has ended. You understand?
We got my people in Roxborough, Tobago, loud. Listen to us in Roxborough and Tobago.
Yeah, play some voice notes from here.
Yeah, play some voice notes.
TC, good day, good day. This is the same gentleman from this morning who spoke about the Petrotrin fiasco, whereas I was an ex-Petrotrin employee. Every year you want to come on all your program, bad. With various freedom of information I have to show people the corruption within this government and the judiciary of Trinidad and Tobago. As I told you this morning, the present AG, he was the lead advocate for Petrotrin. He appealed the matter to the appeal court from the industrial court, went back to the industrial court where he appealed the matter, asked for to be granted leave to enter the matter, right? He was granted leave by the industrial court and then went before the appeal court and did a 301-page submission. So he bowled his ball, he ran down, he bat the ball, and then he caught the ball on the boundary.
Play out some of these voice notes here. People send their voice notes here and we didn't get the opportunity to play it. Alright, so let me play some of these voice notes.
Yes, TC and with me again. What me I love what taking place. Just imagine these sycophants and them again. I had to call them sycophants. This man no come in the party, 9 years in the party. It's not 10 years yet. You understand what I'm saying? No? Dr. always pick up this man and put him on the people. What you going to Tobago? You want to put Dennis on the people, they get 14-1. You want to do the same thing again in Trinidad and expect the people them to take that and cool it. Because use the kingmaker, use God. You understand? Wherever you say goes. You understand what I'm saying? No? They show me, hey, Dr. Rowley, I have 30 years, I have 25 years, you can't skip me. And people, I see a lot of people ball about, oh, so bright and this and that. What about Dr. Amy Brown? Storchong have any doctorate? Answer me, he have any doctorate? Oh God, don't do that now, man. Or you go pass people in the party who they years. This is not about a race. 25 years in the party, you bring in a man 9 years to skip me? Boy, madness in the place, that greatest boy, greatest the piano, boy.
when they thought Trinidad would have taken this one. This one is the one that would not that they decided not to take.
They ain't going through that. They ain't taking that crap.
Good evening. I'm currently actually on my way to the airport, preparing to fly to Latin America. My contribution is, are Trinidadians aware that TNT currently only have $4 billion in reserve? Under the previous administration, before the PNM, the UNC, they were $11.4 billion in that fund. Now that fund currently only has $4.116 billion. Is TNT aware that they are on the verge of bankruptcy? There is no forex. Sanctions are being put in place. There is new sanctions to be in place in Venezuela, revocations of license, not only for Trinidad, but U.S. oil companies are moving their resources and equipments from Venezuela, and they're taking it to Suriname Basin and Guyana. Aren't Trinidadian concerned about this? Because I don't know if you can recall, the Prime Minister, the Chief Justice Rowley, said that Trinidad will never go to the IMF. But I am telling you that the second quarter of this year, Trinidad will be at the IMF. And anyone that knows how the International Monetary Fund works is that when you borrow loans from the IMF, you have to do quite few things. One of that is you devalue your currency, and you have to find ways of paying back that loan. As it stands, Trinidad is heavily indebted. Heavily indebted. So there's only a few ways of doing that. One way is increasing taxes. Another way is implementing a new tax. The other way is increasing fees. Like if you pay $50 for a driver's license, you can gotta pay $100. If you pay $10 for a service that you used to pay at a government agency, you can pay $20. They know, whoever is the new government, And even a blind man, Ray Charles, can see that the PNM cannot win the next election. But whoever is the next government of Trinidad and Tobago will be facing a serious battle with the mess that Rowley have left TNT in.
Wow.
Hey, Heavy, what Sean, before you go, in regards to the ticket, what the police and them they gave in town the other day, I think it was about 3,000 or 4,000 something, so you did mention. What went on? You did pay it or you're contesting it?
3,000, about $10,000 a ticket I get. I've contested. I don't contest it. Otherwise, I lost my license and also I'd be able to drive.
Caller, good evening, welcome.
Good evening again to you, TC, and good evening to you, Heavy. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. You know, when we look at what's taking place in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, any knowledgeable person will see hypocrisy, deceit, and ugly thinking coming from one of our leaders. When Dr. Rowley became Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, he chose Col Embot. Well, as one of the wickedest ministers in Trinidad, but the one of the most experienced politician in the PNM. He made him acting Prime Minister for 8 years and 9 months. Call Embot Act and 21 days. Call Embot Act as Prime Minister anytime Dr. Rowley leaving the country. Why the hell are calling this man Dr. Rowley for Rowley? Make Cole Embot acting Prime Minister anyway, anytime he leave in the country. So the citizens can clearly see within the PNM, Cole Embot had the most amount of experience acting as Prime Minister under the People's National Movement. What caused that to change? From continue as you leave and but continue being Prime Minister and acting as Prime Minister. What made that change, Dr. Rowley? The birthday party you and Stuart Young on? Eh? What could make that change just so? It's amazing to see. You know them how them PNM callers just call over here and say, we rather penalty Beckers to be leader. You know them can't call Pastor Google them program and say that? They find argument with them. But I want to tell Pastor Google something. You might deny me on 91.9 on your time and your airwave. Nothing wrong with that. But I guarantee you, success will not come your way. Anybody that thinks hypocritical and deceitful and use the Lord's name in vain, they will not be successful in life, but perish and never have an everlasting life. Thank you.
All right, Kunji.
Caller, good evening, welcome.
Good evening, TC and Heavy. Peace, prosperity, and good health to you all.
Same to you, brother.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, bless. All right, now, I just listened to a man talking about going to the airport, and he said that all the money he has is $4 billion US. Now, remember, you all had mentioned about the Auditor General report about the borrowings, right? Right? It's 141 billion TT. When you convert that, when you divide by 7, it's about 20 billion. Right? So 60. So we 16 billion in red. Right? So listen to what I'm telling all you today, right? I'm advising all you and all who listening to me right now. Go on the Play Store, download a crypto wallet, and go and get some USDT go to broker, get some US, convert it into US and store it on your phone. And warning all you. Because they go have a run bank, you know, and you think of them free. And as long as what that the devaluation takes place, the money will lose the value. So you convert your money and store it on your phone. So when it's time you get true value of money in TT. Right?
Right.
So I that's a word to the one. Anyhow, take care.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Heavy, watch now before you go. In regards to the ticket, what the police and them they gave in town the other day, I think it was about 3,000 or 4,000.
Good afternoon. Good evening, TC and Heavy. Pinal here. I think Stuart Young is going to be our next Prime Minister. I think all these PNM people are going to fall in line. They're just not accustomed to the idea of a black man not at the helm of the PNM. They have grown accustomed to it, and they want to stay with that. But the people who buy the party decide it's time we run the party. You would recall that from the time Stuart Young appeared on the scene, he started over-talking Dr. Rowley, correcting all his wrong information and giving his own wrong information, and directing the show. He talking over anybody, any minister, anything, and he's our man of business. It was just a matter of time before the boss starts running his own business. Yeah, man, thanks.
MTC, Trinidad and Tobago. You see this rush down thing going on just so, out of the blues? If Christopher Rowley wanted to step down, he had a whole of 2024. The whole year he had to step down. He decided to step down in the beginning of 2025, election year. Whatever taking place in Venezuela, it looked like whatever agreement they signed with this Jargon deal, Stuart Young have to be the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Only notice that this is something that Rowley have to make happen. So whatever deal they sign, however they sell the country, however they sell our country to Venezuela, with all them billions of dollars Heavy and TC read out that they borrow from a bank in Venezuela, I will tell all you something. In order for any Dragon deal, because the Dragon deal money might end up to be free, it might end up to be we paying with that back and nothing coming to Trinidad and Tobago, you know. We might have a Dragon deal in which not a dollar, not a dime coming to the country, you know, because we owe billions and billions of dollars under this PNM in the last 9 years. Heavy and TC, the hurry down thing, tying up with the state of emergency so the people have to stay home and say or do nothing. With what taking place in Venezuela, it looked like they don't sell Trinidad and Tobago. I gone.
All right. Hi, Brooklyn.
We have one more. You want to play that one more?
Yeah. Pray.
Hi, good day, good evening, guys. Long time. But I was listening. It's good for them. If Stuart Young have to be the Prime Minister, it's very good for them. Or the leader of the PNM, very good for them. They look for that. But he's really supposed to, if I was Dr. Rowley, I'd put there anyhow, because the rest of them is dodo heads. The rest of them are no backbone. They have no kind of clout about themselves, because they wouldn't object to nothing at all, you understand? They wouldn't stand up for wrong, you know, like how Rowley stand up against Manning. And back in them days, Ken Valley and them fellas was no dodo head and Sophie, you know, right? So the rest of the PNM parties, dodo heads, they have no strength, they have no power, they have no mind, and nothing to lead, right? So Stuart act. But the next man is inward, but they ain't go point inward. The next person is let me see, Penelope sit down in the party for so long, and for that 9, 10, going in 10 years, and then say nothing. She ain't do nothing. She ain't object to nothing. She ain't stand up for nothing. She just sit down there like a cook. So we don't want that as leader. I mean, I ain't want to pay them back in power. But if that's the case, we don't want them kind of people as leaders.
Right. So, Heavy.
Well, that's it. That's it for the calls. That's it for the voice notes. We run out of time until tomorrow. We'll be back here. Don't forget tomorrow's Friday, so we'll only be on for 2 hours tomorrow.
Yep.
Right? And we wait to see how it unfolds.
I know it's very difficult for some of the people to get onto the live. All right? We will try and explain again tomorrow how you get onto the live. All right? Because I know people are now getting accustomed to the switching of the pages.
Yeah.
All right? We apologize, but we'll explain it tomorrow again so you can head up to the live and listen to us. All right?
Okay.
Love and respect. We out.
Yes.
Future of Talk. We gone.
We gone.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of this